Hello.
Hi, everybody.
It's Carrie and Alex here.
Welcome to Mama Magnolia Tunesday, Horn Talk edition.
Yep, Horn Talk. We're gonna go deep into everything about horns, everything about our role in Mama Magnolia, and the way we have, like our techniques for composing parts and recording like stuff for the band remotely, because we've had to do that a lot this year. So yeah, we're gonna do all that stuff.
Let's see. I'm new to a lot of this technology. I think I posted about this. This is, I think, the most technology I've used in one single moment. So I'm pretty excited to be experimenting with this. Let me make sure I know how to see. The chat. There it is. Hi, Megan. Hi, Jackson.
Oh, there they are.
Jackson already said we're a podcast, and that's all we've ever wanted to be.
That's the vibe I was going for with this. I've got my tea.
Wow. He was prepared.
My podcast mic.
Awesome. Great. Well, welcome everyone to Tunesday. Like Alex said, we're talking about horn section playing. And this is an absolute passion of both Alex and I, playing in a horn section in particular. So we're excited to dive in. I guess we'll just jump in. I guess we wanted to start with talking about, kind of the fundamentals, what it means to play in a horn section and kind of the main things we focus on. So I kind of like to start it off with in tune, in time, in tone, in character. This is like a kind of a music school thing, but I think especially when you're playing in a horn section, these things become super important. This is great. Alex, are we gonna keep a tally of how many drinks you have?
We sure can.
Can you go
want me
over
to throw it in the
first
comments?
two? What are the first two? The first one's tea.
Yeah, the first one's
wholesome.
like oolong tea, because I need a little caffeine boost. The second one is Topo Chico mineral water, because I'm a man of taste. What can I say?
He likes nice things.
I like nice water, and I might
have to run to the kitchen to compete with you a little bit.
I might have to run to the bathroom partway through this. So
I would assume so. So anyway, getting back on track. So let's see. We're talking about in tune, in time, in tone, and character.
Yeah.
Maybe start with in time. I feel like as a horn section player, and Alex and I talk about this a lot, oftentimes we're kind of part of the rhythm section conceptually, and time is just so important to what we do. So we thought we might pull up a couple just quick snippets of horn sections with great frickin' time. So Alex, do you want to take that away?
Yeah. Should I roll it from the top? Papa's got a brand new bag.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Ooh. Just such good time, right?
Yeah, they're locked in.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the thing where like a horn section kind of becomes like one instrument when they're playing together, when they're locked in this much, because like when you listen to this, you don't hear like any one player sticking out as far as like the swing feel goes. Like the rhythm, their timing of playing these little background parts is so together that it just sounds like one instrument, which is like the goal kind of that we strive for when we're playing in a section.
Totally. Yeah, and I think another thing that strikes me is like their articulation is so clean to start the notes together. You know, you hear like kind of like you said, it's like one sound, all these instruments creating one sound, and where they're choosing to start the note creates the vibe of the feel and the pocket. You know, like it's so, you know, this band was like so famous for being like so tight and so like, you know, on the beat, right? Like, like not early, not late, I would say.
Right. Yeah. Right on time, for sure. And I think that does come from like thinking like your ears, kind of like where you're listening as a horn player is like gonna, like for me at least, is like it's like in the rhythm section. It's like what the drummer's doing and like where the like what the bass player's doing. And I feel like a lot of non-horn players are sometimes like they don't think we think like that, or at least like some people that I've talked to, they're like, oh wow, like you're like thinking of like you think more like a rhythm section player than, oh, I thought you were just playing melodies and stuff. But it's like, no, it's like, I don't know. for the melodies to sound good, they have to be like in the pocket. And that's
they're like, I thought you were just like in your own world, not listening to anybody but yourself, just like taking solos.
Yeah.
I think that kind of I think that leads into this other example where we want to show maybe just a small portion of it, as far as aligning with the rhythm section. This next version is one of another all-time favorite band. We spent a long time talking about recordings, and there's just so many things we want to share. So every recording we'll share is like a favorite, all-time favorite horn section. But this is an example of a really great swing feel, which is even a little more nuanced with, you know, where these horn players are placing the phrase on the beat.
All right, here we go. Got it here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that feel is just so good.
It's so good. And it's kind of like, I mean, these guys are giving an example of like all of these fundamentals like at once too. That's kind of the hard thing about picking these examples, is because they can kind of work for all of them. But like that, like we talked about, like in character too. And I feel like that one is super in character, like just like the tone color, like everybody's, it's kind of this like, I don't know, it's a certain sound.
Totally. Yeah, it's got a vibe.
It's got a vibe.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's, yeah, I think time for us is a huge facet of, you know, when we're making decisions for Mama Magnolia, what is the time feel of a line in the context of the song? The next being in tune, you know, this is a constant obsession of horn players. Am I in tune? Is this note in tune? Like this D sits, you know, a little higher, a little low, or, you know, I think if I had to guess, Alex, you and I probably talk about intonation or work on intonation, maybe most out of all the elements. Yeah,
I think that's true, and I think it's really like, it's more about like, it's not just like being in tune to yourself, like when you're playing in a horn section. It's not really about like, I think I'm right, I think I'm in tune. It's like, are we in tune with each other, you know? Because like I could be, or like Carrie could be like playing a perfect like A440, but like if the rest of the section or the rest of the band is like kind of has floated to a different like is kind of playing in maybe a slightly different pitch, like, you know, she might be wrong. You know what I mean? It's like context. It's all about context, kind of. It's like, you know, I mean, like, if we're like together wherever we are in the pitch, like, that's kind of more of what we're going for, not like disagreement, I guess.
So well put. And I think this is one of the reasons why I love playing with Alex so much, because I think it's so common that a horn player is like, you know, I work on my intonation, I play in tune, you know, like there it is. But it's so true. It's like it's a constant navigation, and it's so much more about like the sound and the color and the tone that you're creating with that other person or group of people than like if I put on a metronome, would I be right or wrong? It's so much more about, the feeling of kind of togetherness and of unity. It's almost like fluid, you know. It's like sometimes something falls out, but if you're together, like there are times, you know, when we're playing in Mama Magnolia and like, you know, say my chops are just super tired, we're at the end of a show and I'm sagging on a note. I'm just like, oh, I can barely hold it, you know, like Alex will come with me on that. If I'm, you know, if I like really can't make it, he's not going to be like, well, sucks for you. You know, he'll like meet me where I'm at, and then we kind of, you know, make it work together. And I think that leads into this example that Alex found of, you know, one of my all-time favorite trumpet players. This outro in particular, listen for the way the intonation kind of like dips out and then comes back together, and the impact that has.
Yeah, that they just have so much control over what's going on here tuning wise. I'm gonna skip to the end. Oh, that's so cool.
Ooh, just gives me chills every
I love
time.
that. Me too. It's like, it's like they're like playing, they're you know, the beats that happen when two people are out of tune and it starts going like it sounds crazy. It's like they're using that as like an instrument or as like a color. And it's just like, they have so much control. Like, that's Ambrose Akinmusiri. And the song's called Henya. It's from, when I was in college, I found that song. Love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so much control, and again, this idea of using pitch and intonation creatively, not on like a right or wrong spectrum, but on just like a more of a color palette type thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see. In tone next.
Yeah.
Tone color is a huge part of what we think about as horn players. You know, is my sound bright? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it dark? Is it mellow? Is it intense? Is the tone like I'm, you know, like overblowing, which is like, you know, putting a lot of air through the horn, or is it really laid back, and am I underblowing to kind of get a really soft, mellow tone? So a huge part, I think about kind of getting along with another horn player is being able to match tones for different feelings and different songs. You know, like something that I find, like, you can be in time and you can be in tune. You can both be in time and in tune, and it can still sound bad.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember like being in college and kind of like really understanding that for the first time is like, just because you're in tune doesn't mean you're in tone. And if you're not in tone, it's still, you know, it still either won't give you the emotional artistic feeling you're looking for, or it might even sound out of tune because one horn is really bright and one horn is super dark.
That's true. Yeah, you can like, I've mistaken it for like being out of tune, but it's really I'm just out of tone.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's why, like, I feel like tone is the one thing I've probably worked on more than anything, like in practicing, is just tone, because it's so important. And it's like, yeah, it's like like having a unified concept of like what tone are you using for this part of this song, and like are we both on the same page? So I wanted to play an example of a horn section that is like they're all on the same page with like the vibe of the song, the dynamic and the tone of the section. So let's go for it. Here we go. Oh. Fast forward. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. We could listen to that all night long.
I'm sure we've all heard that one. But yeah, it's like, I guess I was talking about this the other day with this song, but it's like it's like the tone it's big, and it's almost that overblown sound that you're talking about, Carrie. Like they're really going for it, and I think if any one of those horn players in that section like wasn't going for it, it would sound off, you know. But they're all like committing to that sound, and like that's what the song calls for. So it's just another like thing you have to think about. We have so many things to think about as horn players, man.
Something else I was going to mention too was tone across different registers of both of our instruments.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing when we talk about working on tone, working on consistent tone from the low register to the high register. Oftentimes, you know, on both of our instruments, oftentimes the lower register is darker and warmer and the higher register is brighter. And so getting that even consistency all the way across as a section, which, you know, of course, in that example, you hear like this gorgeous, bright, crystal clear tone across all the instruments playing in all the different registers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, saxophones are usually like crazy bright up high, like in the palm keys, and it's just like, I mean, every like young saxophone player has that problem. So that's something like, yeah, just focusing on like get the brights to sound dark and the dark to sound bright, and then like, you know,
yeah,
that's the goal.
And I think that kind of dovetails into in character. You know, character has a lot to do with tone, but it also has to do with some of the other aspects of the articulation, like the way the note starts, with the dynamics, with different stylized things like scoops and trills and different things you can do to, you know, like to get into the note or to end the note, shakes and all different sorts of techniques to add character. And this example I really love. Mama Magnolia, we covered this for my brother's wedding, and it was an absolute blast. Do you want to play the next one?
Yes. I want to find some nice.
Yeah, I think that's great. You know, to me, this section is so biting. Like the
Mm-hmm.
character, it has so much sass and so much, you know, like I feel like the moment I hear this, I know what it is. You know, it's like got
Mm-hmm.
so much personality.
Totally. Yeah, it's almost like they're being aggressive with their articulations.
So aggressive.
But that's what makes it cool. It's like, I don't know. Nobody, they're all committing. I think that's what makes a great horn section is like they're all on the same page about like what it's supposed to sound like, and then they all just like commit to it. And it sounds
Totally.
awesome.
If folks are interested in checking out this playlist, let us know in the chat. We might publish our Spotify playlist of horn songs.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty lengthy playlist also. I think there's more examples on here than we're gonna play for you. So, yeah, it might be a good if you want it.
Thomas got it.
Thomas got it.
What song it was? What is hip? Was that last?
What
one?
is hip? Yeah, Tower of Power. Yes. Okay. We covered all the fundamentals, I think, for the most part.
We covered them. Got them. Don't have to think about them again.
In time, in tune, in tone, and character. That's, I mean, honestly, any instrumentalist or singer could benefit from thinking about those. What are we doing next? Talking about, we wanted to talk about like our role in Mama Magnolia, right? Me and Carrie, more kind of like directly about what we do in that band, like kind of what our job is, what our role is, and it kind of applies to horn sections in general, but also to us. So we talked about it. In the band, it's our job to like complement the music and kind of like enhance the vocals and the music. Basically, almost like the icing on a cake, that's kind of taking the cake, which is the like the message of the song as a whole, and then like putting that like top layer on it that's gonna make it like just take it like the next step up.
Love those dessert metaphors.
Love them.
All about those. But yeah, that's so true. I mean, I think as horn players, I think in Mama Magnolia it's unique because we do have a democratic writing process. We all write songs together. So Alex and I are very involved in the writing of each tune. But I think the way we view our role as horn players is definitely kind of usually the last layer. Usually it is kind of that icing on the cake that complements kind of the core of the song, the core of the lyrics and the meaning, and kind of works with the groove that's there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I think we discussed like we kind of fall into certain, we have like these primary roles, which we can function by playing melodies, like playing leads, lines together. We can be playing backgrounds, so like a supportive role in the band, almost like if you know the term comping, like when a piano player is supporting the vocalist and playing harmony behind them, like we can do that as a horn section. Sometimes we play solis, which is kind of like, it's like playing a solo together, like a written solo, but together, kind of like a horn feature, and they're super fun. Or like playing solos, like each of us on our own playing solos. Yeah, those are our main roles.
Yeah, and I think maybe, Alex, if we want to go into a little bit about each of those kind of techniques we use within each of those primary roles, and then we can start kind of showing folks on the live stream today how we do it live. We're going to kind of make some music, but maybe we can talk a little bit about some of the techniques we're going to use. So let's see. Do you want to start with backgrounds?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's see. Well, with backgrounds, like we could use, like there's long tones and hits, So like basically like long tones would be playing almost like playing chords behind what's happening, or hits are kind of like that's like having a supportive role in the sense of like finding the syncopations in the song in a part that is like contrary to the vocal or to whatever the feature is, as kind of like a punctuation mark, kind of, just like putting emphasis on things. As far as backgrounds go, what else?
Yeah, I think something else we think about, kind of regardless of whether it's a background or a line or a soli, is we think about whether we're going to play the exact same line in unison, or whether we're going to then split that line up to maybe be in octaves or to be fully in harmony, two harmony parts, moving together, or intersperse those things. Sometimes it's really impactful to have a line that's that's parallel, exactly the same, and then at one moment it splits into harmony and has a big impact.
Yeah, that's always good. Do we have an example of that? I think we do. A quick example.
Oh yeah, that
spinning wheel.
I was thinking of 25 or 6/4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
do
this
that
great
one.
line here that'd be great, Alex, to share that. Love this song. I don't know where it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's some awesome horn writing.
Quick shout out to my dad for showing me that music as a child.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really cool. They were doing kind of what you were just talking about, where like they're playing a line in unison but in octaves from each other, but then they're using harmony at the end of each phrase to kind of like really give it some more impact and some more richness.
Totally. I see in the chat Brian calling response to the lyrics. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I think especially in Mama Magnolia, we love to kind of float between the different sections. We love to be background vocalists with a line with Megan or Zach, and then we like to float over to the rhythm section. Sometimes we let Thomas into our world and he gets to be a third horn player and play 3-part harmony with us. And yeah, sometimes that's together, and sometimes that's in a call and response form to kind of highlight the different voices.
Yeah, let's see. I was going to give an example of unison horn playing. A great example, Fela Kuti. Afrobeat music uses this a lot, like where they have a huge horn section, but they're kind of all playing the same thing together. And that can also be a very powerful sound. Sorry, I'm trying to find it here. We wanted this one. I'll fast forward a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Oops.
I love that. I love the feeling of playing a mass unison line, either like just Alex and I in a horn section, or like these had background vocals and more horns. It's like this amazing kind of like unity and focus, because I think like if you're really gonna play something unison together, like I'm thinking of that line.
Oh yeah.
Like it you
Hipster
like,
cowboy.
yeah, you
right?
like your sound meshes in a way that it doesn't when you're playing in harmony. You know, like your tone
Yeah.
and your sound has this chance to overlap in this way that's so unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're like super exposed as far as your intonation and your in tone. You know.
Those fundamentals,
Yeah.
those
But that's
those amazing fundamentals.
Yep. They always come back. You know. But yeah, we have to learn each other's tendencies, which just takes time. All right. Do I have more examples?
Oh, let's see. Do you want to do the Blue Train one?
Oh yeah.
This is a great example of kind of the impact of a unison line, a full unison line that then splits to harmony.
Yes. John Coltrane. And why do I not see it? But here we go. Here it is. So they're all in unison until the second time. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
go
really.
ahead.
Sorry. It just like brings out, like if I love that creative choice to do the harmonies the second time through, because like if you just started the song in harmony and played the melody twice in harmony, it wouldn't have the impact that it does. Like when you start in unison and then break out. I just love that.
Yeah, that's so true. That kind of leads into the way that we arrange our parts for Mama Magnolia. A lot of times we are writing a tune, we come up with a line we really like, maybe we come up with a harmony part we really like, but then, part of the fun part is then deciding exactly that. Like, does it come in full harmony in its fullest form up top to make an impression? Do you take a little chunk of it and tease it a little bit in the first verse or the first chorus and, wait to give the listener the full thing till the end? Alex and I have this joke about flipping a line, like having,
That's my trigger. It's a trigger word for me. Trigger warning, please.
Like, say Alex is on this line and I'm a harmony above. Say we flip, right? And then, Alex takes my harmony. And then I go up the octave from where he was at before. Sometimes it changes the sound dramatically and you're still playing the same line and the same harmony parts, just switching who's doing what. We don't want to say that word too many times. Alex would have a nervous
breakdown. Thank you. Please refrain. Don't type it in the comments.
Maybe we should have that on a shirt.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should not, actually. That's what I was going to say. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh, and then there's a really great example also, like we don't have to play the same thing at the same time as each other. We can also, like, it can be super effective for the two horns to be split up and like doing different things. A band that is really wonderful at that is the RH Factor, Roy Hargrove, who's the bomb. And this playlist, I just gotta find him. That's all.
Shouldn't have sorted it by title.
I shouldn't. Yeah, I screwed up. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Just gonna skip ahead a little bit to skipping ahead till the part where they split up. Yeah.
Woo.
Love that. That's Crazy Race. Crazy Race by the RH Factor.
Oh, one of the
And-
best modern solis of all times.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean they're all different, but like it works together so well. It's so cool.
Totally. We have a comment in the chat from Sweet
Mhm.
Thomas. I think this was back on the back on the Blue Train tune. He asked, "Do you think that was a composed harmony or improvised?" Totally improvised. I would bet money.
I don't know, but I'd wager they probably did it on the fly. I mean, yeah.
And that's another, I'd say that's a really fun part about playing live that, I'd say we're missing playing together in all ways during COVID. But like if we have a long gig and we're kind of stretching out and kind of, like doing a jam or making stuff up on the fly, it's so fun to be able to work together as a horn section to write lines on the fly and to harmonize them, improvised. I think it's something that the more you know a horn player, the more fun it is and the easier it is to kind of work in that way. You kind of you know what to expect in some ways, or you know a player's tendencies, and yeah, I'd say that's a really fun part of kind of the more improvisatory side of what we do.
For sure. And it's really awesome to realize that there's a chemistry like with another horn player. Like I feel like it's the kind of thing like just with interpersonal relationships, it's like it's either there or it's not. I mean, and you can develop it, but it's best if it's there. So it's really cool. Like, cause me and Carrie, like, I feel like we'll kind of read each other's minds a little bit with as far as like what kind of lines we might make up on the spot, or like who's going to flip to the top harmony. I don't know. It's an awesome thing.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, do you
speaking
think,
of improvising,
yeah, is it time?
I think it's time.
I think so.
Let's do this.
We're going to show you guys like how we've been working on music for the last year or so, right? And kind of like I made a couple loops in Ableton, and we're gonna like compose some horn parts on the spot for you. So I really hope you stuck around till now, because this is the best part.
So as Alex is getting set up here, Alex, do you want to do the first take? I guess we didn't really talk about this.
Sure, I'll do it. I was wondering if you wanted to, but I'll go first. I don't care.
I think you should go first
Okay,
for the
I'll go
first
first.
one, and then I'll go first later. But yeah, I think you should go first.
Okay.
Alex made these really cool loops
Let me get set up.
that we're going to work with. So yeah, as Alex gets set up, I just want to say, if you have any questions for us, go ahead and pop them in the chat that you're watching from. We have a little bit of technological magic we're going to do. We're going to be recording over this loop that he made and then sending each other our files and recording over that. So you'll get to kind of see the real-time process. But if you have questions, now's the time, because there is a little bit of a lag to upload, download, all that mumbo jumbo. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Mama Magnolia Tunesday, and we've just had so much fun doing these streams. It's been a real joy for all of us. And we have Megan coming up next week for a solo set. Don't miss that. All right, Alex, are you ready? Great.
Yeah.
So for any non-musicians out there, the beautiful teal color is the track that he made, and then you'll see what he's recording right down below it, live in real time.
This track right here. You guys can hear me still? I had to
Yeah.
turn down a little bit, but okay. I'm just gonna listen to a little bit of it and try to think of a horn part. before that. Here we go. Change it up. I gotta squat while I do this. Okay.
Yes.
Got a basic idea down. We're gonna roll with it, so I don't take up too much time. But normally I would probably like revise a few things, but I'm gonna bounce this for Carrie.
Awesome.
Does that sound good, Carrie?
Yeah, amazing.
Okay. Sweet,
I
sweet.
love like, we were just like in your mind for a minute. I loved being able to watch that whole process. It's like you could tell there was something that he didn't like, and he didn't change a lot about what the original take was, but there were distinct choices. Like I felt like a lot of them were kind of timing based. A lot of the notes stayed the same, but then the kind of some went up instead of going just down, and really cool changes.
Sweet. Thank
okay.
you. I think it should be in the it should be in the folder now. Oh. Gotta make sure this is syncing. Sorry. Resume.
I'm refreshing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see it yet, but my computer is undergoing a lot of stress at this moment.
Yeah, mine too. I paused, like, it usually has the, like, Google Drive thing running in the background, but I paused it so that everything wouldn't crash on me. But it should be, it's uploading now.
Okay.
And I might even, It's a small file, so I might even text it to you.
Yeah, I'm getting the little spin wheel.
Okay.
Spinny wheel. But let's see. As I'm waiting for that file to pop in, let's see. I saw some questions pop up. How does the range of the sax and trumpet compare, Thomas? What a great question.
Good question.
Yeah, I would say we're pretty close, right? Pretty close on the low. My lowest note is a concert E.
Yeah.
What's your lowest note, Alex?
A concert A flat. I'm not sure which A flat. I think A flat 2 on a piano, but trumpet can play much higher than me, I've found, because I've tried to like transcribe some like trumpet solos and stuff, and it's just like it's pretty. I think trumpet might have a bigger range, but
yeah. And the other weird thing is that the saxophone is written in a different octave, right?
Yes. Well, it's written. Well, we both read in B flat, so we both are transposed to the same key. But so my part's like where it's written for me. If she played it where that was written, it would be an octave higher.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
This is the stuff I'm like the worst at. I don't know. Like transposing and like I don't know, like going from written music to it's like. Do you read a octave higher than trumpet? I don't remember.
Okay.
Do you have
Alex? I'm still not seeing it in the drive. Can you?
Okay.
Did you say you texted it to me?
I did.
Okay, let me check that. I got it in the text. Okay, great.
Okay. Cool. Hopefully the drive thing will catch up too. It's that should start working again like soon. It's just because I paused it. You have it in the text?
Yes, I'm just getting it into GarageBand here.
Cool.
Okay, let's see. So if I line it up here, let me just play a little bit of this. Okay, can y'all hear that? Could you hear that, Alex?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah,
okay,
it sounds
so
good.
let me
Sounds right.
share. Yeah, I think I lined it up.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sharing here. Great.
Sweet.
Okay, so let me just get rearranged slightly.
Yep. And this is the part I'm looking forward to. Because seeing what Carrie does with what I gave to her, because like she could use any of the many things we talked about. Like, is she gonna play a harmony with me? Is she going to play a counter melody, or is she gonna play in unison, or is she gonna play in octaves? The suspense is killing me. But let's see what happens.
So when I was listening, I didn't quite notice how clever that line was. Okay, I'm gonna listen through a couple times. I'm just gonna start with this one. Oh, Can you hear me when I'm talking?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a bit quieter, but I can
Quiet.
still hear you. Oh yeah. Oh,
There's something I did when I went up that I liked. I'm trying to grab that again.
yeah,
Oh,
I heard that. That was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, a lot of my
Um,
process on this is kind of just, as you'll see, playing over and over until something sticks. Let me try a couple more times.
right. Mhm.
Yeah. My thought process is to try and do something low and then higher later.
Mhm.
But I'm running
Uh-huh.
into the question that Thomas asked, which is the bottom of my range. I'm getting kind of close. So I'm trying to see if I can repeat some things, not quite parallel his line. One more time on that.
That sounds nice. Yeah. I love that. I love those harmonies that you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a listen back and see. I tried to get some ideas and then just kind of mess with it and see what came out. So let's listen back.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think I wanna maybe try a couple other things on there, and I don't want to spend too
Mhm.
much time. It's kind of like I could spend an hour on this if we were writing it, or
Right.
I could spend 2 minutes.
Yeah. And I feel like don't feel any like pressure to do it like in one take too. I mean, I feel like just taking little like even just one chunk at a time. That's kind of what I was doing and
Yeah.
seemed to work okay. Normally like yeah, obviously we'd spend like a lot more time on this, but it's fun to do it fast.
I want to try and grab these hits here.
I love that.
Or maybe sometimes you can just take out the parts you don't like.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now you guys get to see all of my kind of janky garage band. Let's see. Maybe I think I can punch in there.
Just for the last four?
Try it.
Yeah, I bet you can.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
let's try it.
I think that'll work.
Let's see. I need to do this guy. Okay, here we go. Wait. That's all weird.
Oh, the click.
Click. How do I?
This one's 96 if you want to change the beats per minute.
Is that gonna mess with?
And
No, that's fine.
oh, I don't know. It might. But
I think that did something weird.
yeah,
Undo. Oh. Okay.
it's probably warping the audio or something.
Yeah, I think it.
I haven't used GarageBand in a long time,
It
so
recalibrated. Okay, we're gonna let Alex keep those
Sweet.
hits all on his own.
I can erase them too when you send it to me if you want.
Oh no, I like them. But for now.
Oh, you want to keep it? Okay.
Let's keep your hits and take my part of the line out.
Okay.
And then I want to try. Let's see. I want to do this part again. I liked trying to do something a little bit different for this last part, but maybe not quite so Or maybe unison rhythm.
Yeah. I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
Unison rhythm.
Okay, let's try that.
Ba-da-ba-dee-da-ba-dee-da-ba-da-da-da.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh Lord. Okay, y'all are seeing all of the.
This is
mistakes.
this is what, this is the truth. We're giving the people the truth.
True. And
It's the truth.
honestly, before COVID, I don't think I was I've definitely become more empowered around this technology because we've been apart. It's to me, it's kind of a silver lining of this is I'm not the kind of person who would normally try and figure out all of this technological stuff, but because of the distance and because we've been, we felt even more the need to write together during this time. It's actually kind of pushed me into this side of the technology that is actually, facilitates a lot of creativity if you know how to use it. It's also a little dangerous if you only know what I know. But okay, let's see if I can do this now. I think the click is wrong, but I think it'll pop me in at the right place. Okay, yep. Now I got it. Let me let you
I like the beginning of it a lot.
Yeah.
Your nose.
Maybe that.
Yeah, what about like at the end? Did you try that one?
Yeah, I thought the F was a little square.
Yeah. What about a G? Would that be too open?
Ooh. Ah, yeah.
What would that sound like?
It's a little uneasy. Let me try one more.
Okay.
I think it could work. A little jumpy. What if I do kind of what I did on the phrase before?
Yeah, I mean that could sound cool if we add some more layers too, or like if we added more harmonies to it.
Yeah.
Could we hear what you have, or do you think?
Yeah, maybe listen to it once and then I can send it. Make maybe
Yeah.
one or two little edits and then send it back.
Yeah, let's listen to it. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try and add another layer to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
Okay, let me get it over to you. I'm going to stop this here.
Cool.
Do we have anything up in the chat, Alex?
Just a few comments. I lost, like, for some reason I can't see any of the chat before I had to refresh the page. So I have like 3 chat bubbles. But if anyone has a question as to like what Carrie was just doing, or what I'm doing, or like just any part of this process, like please type it in. We'd love to explain it to you, because yeah, it doesn't matter like if you're a horn player or not. Just any music related questions.
I think I saw Gideon hop into the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Saying hi to our HG Collective leader. Okay, Alex, I texted it to you, and I'm also going to pop it in the drive in case that's working.
Okay, cool.
It's called Bit.
It's called trumpet. Sick.
I'm going to bring this back here.
Horn talk. I'm going to look in the drive right now because I'm not
Okay,
seeing
did you
it.
see it? Did you see it in text either?
I see it in the drive.
Okay, great.
I'm going to just do this.
Great.
All right,
I
everybody.
see Max tuning in. Hey, Max. He said, I'm curious if you have
Max.
tips for how to keep lines fluid when composing as a non-horn player. Hard to get out of the grid sometimes. I love this. I think it's hard to get out of the grid as a horn player, too. Yeah, I think the first thing that comes to mind is where the phrase starts and ends, and messing with that, like phrase lengths and phrase start and end points. I think as a horn player, that's one really fun part, is coming in a place that maybe is unexpected, or doing a phrase that's maybe a little longer than expected or a little shorter. Any ideas on your end, Alex?
I sometimes think about think about where because we all kind of know where the obvious places that a horn line would be in a song. Sometimes I like to practice mentally know where those are, and then deliberately try to avoid them. It's not so much when it's just something I work on mostly when I'm improvising, but I think it applies to composition too, where it's okay, yes, this is where a horn line would typically kind of what I played in this first song we're working on, that ba-dap at the beginning. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Ba-dap. That's a very typical horn section thing to do. So, I might write something like that, but be well, what could I do instead of that? I might put something right here, instead of that. Sometimes, I guess what I'm saying is if you create the grid, then you have something to work against if you want to. That's my tip. But
love that. I also think for Max in particular, such a great percussionist, you could start with, improvising a rhythmic pattern and then adding melody on top. I think, rhythm is such an important part of how the line is shaped. One other question from Thomas about intervals. He said, what interval should I gravitate towards or avoid when I'm writing horn lines for y'all? I would say the more minor seconds, Thomas, the better. And, stay away from those open fifths. Just kidding.
Cool, Max. Yeah, hopefully that was helpful. We can chat more about it later, too. I think you've got my number. So,
Alex, okay. Is my track pink? Is my track the bright pink one?
It certainly is.
Oh, I love that.
I guess I was wondering what it would sound like if I did a layer of unison with your part.
Ooh.
Carrie. I don't know. That might be a cool... Or a counter melody. Yeah, I might do a counter melody. A little, maybe some hits. Maybe some, just something that weaves out of that melody that we have.
Yeah, I was thinking we could beef up the hits if we wanted. Add a couple extra layers of...
Yeah, we can do that. I might just record the hits. Oops, sorry. Gotta change my input. Wrong input. just try the same harmony. And I'm playing the fifth. The fifth on these harmonies here because I think that might sound good. Get one more track going.
Alex, I was wondering if you wanted to harmonize on the hits that I took out of my line on your second phrase. Da 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 da. All right. Da 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 da.
Yeah. Let's try something. I biffed it on the last four notes. Let's try another take.
Was that unison with my line? Could you do a harmony? Or even come in. Even come in halfway through. Ba-do-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Where?
Ba-do-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. That third grouping of three. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Love that.
Staggered. I like the staggered entrance thing.
Yeah.
too. What do you think of that? Just in the last 3.
Yeah.
Let's I might do it again and try to match your articulation better.
Yeah, I played that line a little too far behind the beat now, didn't I?
I don't know. We could drag it around though if you want.
If you wanted to bump that one little phrase out.
That sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that.
not gonna be a perfectionist about this.
It's good. It's good. It's rough on purpose. Unison with you. Yeah.
Would that sound cool?
Yeah, I was also wondering if you wanted to try a contrapuntal thing, like kind of going into Soli land. Maybe do unison on this and then add something else in the space in between the last 2 lines or something.
Right. Yeah, like kind of launching into like another line.
Yeah.
This line comes down, then like another line kind of comes out of it, maybe.
Yeah.
I might loop it. I'm gonna hit record and loop it a few times. I need more pre-roll. I think. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Try it again. It comes in sooner than I think it does. Oh, this is I need to. What do you think of that little?
I dug that.
Is that? Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I just want to say, like after a couple times of playing through that, Alex got how I was laying back on the beat pretty far on that phrase and a little low in pitch, and he matched it.
Pulled out my mouthpiece. I mean that. Yeah, like my tendency up there is to be sharp.
Yeah,
So.
but like that's
challenging.
like his ears were working, each time he was like bringing it lower, and my tendency in that particular range is to be flat, so I gave him a tough challenge on that one. Okay, well, I mean we're basically, we've been hanging for a while. I feel like we could do this all night.
We could.
But yeah, I feel like this is just the beginning of this little idea.
What do you think? I think I can be done. Do you want it one more time, and then we find a good like stopping point on the song?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Let's do one more round.
All right. Cool. Let's see. I'm just gonna listen for really quick.
Okay.
Oh, little noodle action back there. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna send you just these two. I'm gonna gain this up. Gotta get the volumes matching. Okay. Okay. Now I bounce this for Carrie.
Great. So now I'm thinking I'll probably add some more of the hits, kind of thicken those up. Maybe just the second two. I might try and add a little bit on the kind of new phrase that Alex added a harmony on there. And I don't know, the line's already pretty thick. Maybe I should add some pads?
Yeah, maybe.
Or should I add on to the ones that you added on to?
This is busier than we would normally write, but it's because there's no like vocal, like the horns are kind of the feature here. So, let's see. Like some long tones might be cool.
Yeah, something to kind of
underneath.
fill it out a little bit.
Yeah. And I feel like normally too, I would start panning things around in the stereo field. Like when we have a lot of voices like this, like I would probably take like, whoever's playing the fundamental and have them like closer to the middle. But I might like pan one trumpet right, one sax left, kind of like widen things up, so we're not like all on top of each other. But it should be up in the Google Drive now. It just finished. Let's make sure that it sounds correct. Cool.
There we go.
think it worked.
Got it, I think. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to share my...
Sweet.
Yes. Okay. It's magic.
Sick.
All right. Let's see. Then I go over.
Do we want to be down underneath it? Or next to it? Kind of like being under it. Feels like a class.
Okay, I'm going to do... Let's see. I need to do this. I think this is right. Okay. So, let's see. I might do... Okay, let me get my mic over here.
Nice.
Let's see. Did you do the fifth?
Yeah. I think.
Oh wait, I can't hear you, Alex.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I played the fifth on that last round.
Yeah, that works, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's probably a... Yeah, that sounds great.
That's the original one. What about something like that? Is that
I
too
dig.
catchy?
No, I mean, play it again.
Maybe end on it, but not start on it. What if I do like that?
Try that. What if you even like staggered your entrance more? 'Cause they're already kind of staggered. Like ba-da 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 ba-ba-da, and then you're like ba-ba-da like after. I don't know. Ba-da-da or something.
Yeah.
Is that too crazy? Oh yeah.
We're
Right.
Getting all sorts of.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's a vibe. It's kind of cool.
It's kind of a vibe. And what if I just, since we're probably not going to get a chance to get another one of you on here, I'm just going to pretend to be you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you for asking.
You got me. That's funny. Okay. Is that too dense?
Can I hear it one more time? It's kind of cool.
What if I do? Oops, I keep doing that.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that.
Yeah? Okay,
I like that more.
let me just hold it a little longer. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I like that for sure.
I definitely want to get on this one if that's okay.
Yeah. Please.
I missed it the first Is that going to be too square? Let's see. Do you like the note choice on that?
Can I hear it one more time? I do like it.
This is a lot of what our process is. We ask a lot of questions.
Ooh, yeah. That's the take right there.
I need positive reinforcement. Yes.
Killing it. Woo.
I couldn't remember if it was on the beat or off the beat.
Oh, yeah. I fucked that up like 9 times. Oh, I forgot about that. You want to hop on that too?
I don't know. Let's try it out. Oops. Crackdown.
Keep it.
That's what I'm trying to close.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's see. I gotta do this quick here.
The hits.
Yeah. Oh, let's put it up in this other track, actually. Some ghetto garage band.
Nice. Yes.
And I kind of want. Oh, let's see here. Doo-doo-doo. Will this work? Ah.
Oh, yeah.
And then let's see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it doesn't need another line on top at the end. What do you think? Were you gonna add something on that, or?
Maybe.
We were going to do a whole another song too, but I think I think this one took up our time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, maybe just.
That's pretty cool. Mm.
I'm thinking like something like full.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's like doing it. Maybe if I did like the whole line just down an octave.
Yeah, try that. That might be cool.
Yeah, instead of just the long note, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then a harmony of that.
Yeah, or I was thinking another low line could come in with the second half. Either on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe.
Is that the melody?
Da da da. Yeah. I'm playing that part.
Yeah, I can't quite get it down the octave, but what if I did like. I feel like it needs something on the first B-do-D.
Mm-hmm.
What if I did.
Mm. I see. And is that just an octave down from the other trumpet?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's cool. It's almost like too low or something. I don't know.
What if I did this? It's pretty low.
Yeah, no, I think it could be. It might just take like some mixing and like mixing these voices in the right dynamics, because I do like it.
What if?
Something like that.
Yeah, something that went up instead of down.
That's a. Is that a weird note? Is that a weird note, or is that cool?
I think I have to try it at this point.
Let's try it.
It was exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does it?
But it would be.
Oh no! Just the very last three notes. Da ba da.
Yeah. Yeah, just the last three. Give it a shot. I like that a lot as a layer.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Should I just listen back the whole thing?
Yeah.
End?
Let's hear everything to end.
Okay,
Let's hear everything we did. Cool.
Nice.
I think, yeah, I feel like it's a good, I mean, like there's a lot of ideas there. I feel like there's stuff we could like take out of, and then like, if we have this happen again, like if this is the chorus, like if this thing happened later in the song, we could take ideas out of what we just played and put them in at the end, to like help it build. But
totally. Or like if we were doing this with Mama Magnolia, maybe this would be the horn feature, but we would take only slight little moments to intersperse during a vocal part, like maybe just the hits or be da da dee,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we just, there's like a lot of motifs there. And I feel like you can like build, it's like cohesive to like take ideas that you have and like take little bits and use them in different ways. But that was fun. Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed this look into our process and to our kind of role as the horn section of Mama Magnolia. Thanks, everybody, for your comments and questions in the chat, for tuning in. And don't miss next week, Tuesday, Megan Let's solo set. So tune in.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I think that's it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.